and his wife were watching this, and Arcas thought that the strangest of all was their son. Then he ran with the descending hero and thought that he was an oddball, but the man and his wife hugged their son, and then the eldest of Frontera thought that he was happy, and it would be even better if instead of Count, he called him father. The protagonist stood in front of his father, who addressed him unexpectedly. He had tears in his eyes and asked why he was not wearing clothes. Then the designer said with a smile that it was because they had a lot of clothes at home. At this time the sun was shining over the royal palace. The man with the golden beard was giving a report on his knee and said that in conclusion it can be said that all the negotiations were presented in documentary form, and they also managed to get the magic fingerprint of Samarkand. Alicia propped her head up with her fist and calmly said that it was very unexpected and asked if he was negotiating. Then Ventura looked away with anxiety and said that it was so. Then the queen looked at him and asked if Lloyd forced him, and he tried to squeeze out an answer. Then the beautiful and strong swordswoman woman sitting in the rays of the sun asked him what he thought their people needed for a peaceful life, to which he said that he thought they needed a powerful monarch and proper diplomacy. Then the blue-eyed divine person smiled and said that they just need to attract people who are literate to the core and use them until their bones are ground to dust. Then Ventura, lowering his head, said that this was an amazingly correct statement, and with wild anxiety in his head, he apologized to the hero and he could consider himself a corpse. The queen leaned back in her throne and thought that although the negotiations had gone very well, Isfahan was still an old enemy of Magentatna, and in order for their relationship to be beneficial for everyone, it was necessary to build it on trust, and thought about what they needed to do to make this possible. At that moment, the princess of the east stood near the hero's county. She looked at the expanses and thought that this is where Lloyd lives. The girl bit her lips and thought that she would definitely get her own. Arcas was trimming the bushes in his yard and humming. A dark-haired girl approached him from behind and addressed him. Seeing her, the count was surprised and asked who she was, to which she bowed and said her name, saying that she had arrived here from the east and was the daughter of Samarkand, and he asked with surprise what she was doing here.